What's the biggest life lesson you've learned so far? Most of what I worry about does not matter. Appreciate your health as long as you have it. Even if, currently, you're young and healthy, it could change drastically any given day. You can walk easily? You have no idea how lucky you are. You can breathe without problems? Cherish it. Your kidneys work fine? Your heart pumps steadily? Your muscles are cooperating? Your joints are not crumbling? Your brain is doing what it should be doing? You're not in pain all the time? You can do mundane tasks without being completely exhausted. Your body is doing a hell of a job for you. Don't take it for granted. At best, I'm average. It was a hard pill to swallow that I wasn't destined for greatness. Learn to be your own best friend first. Especially before trying to be someone else's, i.e. a relationship. A really important one for me was learning, you won't click with everybody. Try as you might, you can't make everyone like you, and you have to learn to accept that. Regardless of how good of an employee you are and how much you give to your company, they will replace you at the blink of an eye if it suits them. Company loyalty to employees is gone. Stop caring so much about entities that don't care about you. Your job isn't your life, just a part of it. Don't be in a rush to grow up. Live in the present. Be thankful for what you have while you still have it. It's a tie, so here are the big ones. That you can be a good person, you can work your ass off, you can take all the advice you get, you can do all the right things and still fail to achieve a modicum of success. You can be the best possible friend, always available to help, be the one people turn to, only to discover that you have no one to turn to yourself. Not everyone gets to pull themselves out of poverty. Not everyone gets a happy or even content ending. Most things are not worth stressing over. Especially work. Trust your gut. Find the small things to take joy in every day. It's okay to be selfish sometimes. Your own peace matters. You'll spend money at unexpected times *** more often than you earn money at unexpected times. There's no cosmic balance keeping it in check to make sure that your good karma will get you your money back after having to pay to replace one of your car tires earlier than planned, so you have to account for there being a lot more tire replacements than previously unknown great uncles dropping dead and leaving you inheritances. You can't take money with you when you're dead. I saved for years and years because I was paranoid about having a safety cushion of money and never got myself nice things that I needed, like new shoes and clothes. I recently got a big old TV for myself and I'm really enjoying it. It's okay to spend a little, you don't need to save every penny. Forgiveness is for you and not necessarily for others. Life is too short to hold that negativity inside you. Learn how to forgive yourself as well. Your fuck-ups don't matter. Move on. The world does not care about you. You can die now and the world will just never even know you existed. Don't waste yourself on people that do not care, because the one that will truly care will never ask you to waste yourself on them. Instead of giving my love and energy to people who treat me poorly, I invest them in my family and loved ones. That was a valuable lesson that bonded me with my family even more and made me stop giving attention to those who don't value me in the first place. That rock bottom sometimes has a basement. In the last year alone, I've lost my cousin to mental health and my granddad to cancer. A friend who I helped raise was diagnosed with an extremely rare form of cancer. I broke my sobriety from alcohol after 4 years. And the week before Christmas my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. At that point, I had shed enough tears that when I got the news about my mom, instead of crying I ended up manically laughing for an hour because I couldn't believe the amount of bad news I already went through. 2022 was the worst year of my life. Do what makes you happy, not what you think will please others. Because the truth is almost everyone doesn't care what you're doing anyways. Don't cry over anything that can't cry over you. It's not about you. 99.99% of the speed bumps you run into on the daily have absolutely nothing to do with you. Someone can be having a bad day for any of a myriad of reasons and be a little off. It's not about you. Don't personalize anything unless you know it's personal. Never compare yourself to others. Set your own goals according to what you want from life. Not to put too much pressure on yourself. Life can be about enjoying the little things and moments and not always striving for perfection, which won't always make you happy. Resilience. Above all else, resilience. Being normal is quite good actually. Balance. Life is full of ups and downs, desires, and responsibilities. What you want versus what you should do. There are times you can be selfish, or do the thing you want to do, eat what you want to eat. But at the end of the day, you need to know there are limits and balances you need to maintain to be healthy mentally and physically. You can do things sometimes, but not all the time. Every once in a while, not every day. No one will ever care about you as much as you care about yourself. Meritocracy is a lie and corporations do not give a fuck about you. HR will always side with the person they think is most likely to sue, which means they almost always protect abusers. Don't argue with stupid people. Toxic people are still toxic even when they're family, and it is okay to cut them out of your life for the sake of your own mental health. You are not as important as you think you are. People are so worried about their own shit that they have no time to think about you. Be it work, friendship, or romantic relationship, you are replaceable. Stop people pleasing to fit in with people that don't respect you. You're better off on your own. Don't trust people just because it's convenient for you to trust them. Especially being out here in LA, I've never seen more people that put on a face so well that you'd never recognize their face once it's taken off. Protect yourself. Check YouTube. It'll take 8 hours, but you'll save $500 doing your own breaks. You came alone and you'll go alone. No one's gonna give a FCK what you did that moment, so stop thinking and stressing about something you did on your past. Work doesn't give a shit about you. In every instance that I can think of, especially the bigger things, actually doing something has always been considerably easier than I had anticipated. Set boundaries, everybody, and stand on it. Emotional, physical, financial, etc. And when someone shows they don't respect those boundaries, let them go right there. No exceptions. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. This too shall pass. There is right and there is right. You are not the others. Best lesson my mother taught me: you never know when you wake up how the day is going to end. To appreciate your life, I learned that life is so fragile and that at any moment your life could be ended at an instant. Appreciate your friends, family, anyone, because you might not be able to see them one day. People don't give a shit when you are depressed. Spend on what makes you happy, and don't on what doesn't. Credit to Ramit Sethi. So many people try to compete or keep up in every category, even though so much of it is making them less happy. For example, if you don't care about cars, then don't spend too much on a car. Concentrate your resources on what actually makes you happy and don't feel guilty about it. Sometimes you just gotta say fuck it. You have to work for what you want. That means relationships, career, skills, goals. Being afraid of rejection will only harm you. If someone loves you, they don't want to make your life a living hell. That sometimes when you think you need to lie, you really don't. You can't make someone care about you. No one has your interest in their mind. Love your mom and dad and visit them. CYOA. Don't go to a party, meet up, extension just because society expects you. Your health, mental included, is more important. Don't take anyone at their word. Most will stab you in the back. If it's even remotely important, keep it. It could literally save your financial life. It can always get worse. Surround yourself with people who love you and treat you well, and who have your best interest at heart. If they give you advice, listen to it, even if it is hard to take. When someone tries to prevent you from learning about something, learn it anyway. Knowledge should never be confined to one source. Confidence is attractive. As Bill S. Preston Esquire and Ted Theodore Logue said, be excellent to each other. 60 here. Brains are a good thing to have. Talent, too. But hard work, perseverance, and the willingness to take occasional calculated risks are far more critical to enjoying success. People skills are equally essential. That is the simple ability to connect with others, be an active listener, and be trustworthy. That's worth its weight in gold. I've seen a lot of people with unrealized talent because they were lazy, arrogant, or just plain skeevy in how they did business. Without fail, they eventually run out of road. If you think you probably can't trust a person again, you're right. Don't waste time. When you have the opportunity to do the right thing for someone you love, do it. You will not regret it. Helped my brother through cancer, drive him to his treatments and doctor's appointments. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Did the same for my parents. I cannot get those moments back now. You get only one body, don't fuck it up. No matter what you do, no matter how much you prove yourself, other people will never admit they are wrong. Never trust people who smile all the time. Think first, talk later. Coworkers are not your friends. Being nice is more important than being smart. Learning to value myself enough to be content being alone and enjoying my own company. I'm in a relationship but thoroughly enjoy peace and quiet and alone time. It is so vital to my happiness. There is nothing wrong with that. Do not set yourself on fire to keep others warm. Leave the dead bodies in the past. I had a terrible middle and high school experience. I'm a nice guy, but I was abused relentlessly where I went to school. I grew up, moved away and had a totally different experience in college and adulthood, but I was left with emptiness when I hear others reminisce about their fun times in their late teens. Later I found out that the school district is known for its deep-rooted bullying atmosphere, and the people that lived in the area continue to be an incredibly hateful community. It wasn't me. It really was them. What I took from this though, after trying so hard to work this out and make sense of everything, was these people that were so horrible to me don't deserve to occupy my heart and mind the way they did, and I needed to let them go. So now reunions pop up, and I just don't care, or have any desire to be a part of them anymore. I feel free from having to reclaim my lost social life in my youth, and I'm so much happier now. The people in my life now are worth so much more to me now than anyone I knew from back then, and they are the ones that get my attention now. Don't take things for granted, and you certainly can't go back in time. Never ever marry the guy who has to check in with mommy 3 times during dinner. Life moves quickly. I remember waking up one day and realizing I was 50, which was odd, because I'm almost sure I was 18 last week. Look for the things in life that give you joy, even the small things. Make sure that the people you love know it, not just by words but by actions. Control the things you can control, and try not to worry about the things you can't. Everybody's winging it. No one but me cares if I lose those 20 pounds. People will love me the same, treat me the same. My job won't change. My husband will still say I'm beautiful. It's time to let go of the constant self-judging. Nobody is gonna give you shit. You have to earn it. Until you understand that, there's a million things to blame for why you don't have anything. Change coming from higher-ups is never good. Don't get drunk. Don't marry beauty, marry a friend. Sometimes people just suck. Helped me to not take things so personally. Life's a bitch and then you die. Just because you're able to do something doesn't mean you have to do it. Never trust anyone, ever. There are degrees of trust depending on the individual, but never full, blind trust. Life sucks, then you die. Friends will turn on you unexpectedly. It doesn't take away the pain, but be on guard. This too shall pass. To really think things through when making year-long or longer commitments. Like think more than you think you should. Your first or second picks for why something is the way it is, what's happening and why it ends up being the right answer more often than anybody wants to admit. No one cares. be chill. If you want big things in life, you have to be prepared to struggle. Don't gamble on a fart. You will eventually lose. Trust nobody. Start early. If you think someone is going to hit you, hit them first. Better to be the asshole than be at the mercy of one. Never befriend collegians. You never hear again from them after switching jobs. You might hear from them when they stab you in the back to get the promotion you have worked your ass off for. Never gamble on a fart. If it seems like it might be squishy, just go to the bathroom. Friends don't mean shit. Can't ignore it. Don't love your mean auntie because she'll destroy you financially and mentally. Instead, be a solitary cheapskate and be in a vegetative state most of the time because that is so very comfy. People only hate you when you succeed. Sad pensive face. So the more people dislike me, it's always when I'm doing my best. Men will always want a white woman. They'll fuck anything else but will only date white women. It's all about results. My actions or the actions of others, regardless of intent, only serve me if they push me closer to my goals. If you see something that is disorganized or unclean, if you have a moment, you might as well do it. As far as I've seen, nobody else will step up to clean it unless it's specifically them that has to work hard on what I know is right for me. As long as I keep at it, then everything progresses, because to succeed I must first know that I am worthy of success. And that comes with knowing that I can improve what I do, and not that I have to change who I am. Some people are here today, but they will leave me tomorrow. So there is no point to change who I am just to please them. That I'm annoying, boring, disgusting and ugly and should stay alone for the rest of my life. And a horrible person too. What OP said. And also, time is the most precious thing. Use and share it wisely. Take every chance and jump at each romance. Live for yourself in the right now. Never piss into the wind. Thanks, Dad. People probably don't think as much about you as you do them, and that music is one of my lifelines. Never help people until they ask you to, believing that humanity and God exist and Allah is the one who is after all, but they are the real culprits too. Blood relations doesn't mean family, no matter how close the relation. Trauma can and will destroy a relationship. What is meant for you will find you. You need to be born into money to get crazy money in life. If you're born poor, you might get a comfortable life where your needs are met if you are smart enough to figure it out. But you'll never be Elon Musk levels of rich. Although there might be people who've made empires out of nothing, they're still the minority. I can't control a lot of things in the world, but I can control how I respond to them. Don't trust family, they will turn on you if you need to let your troubles out. Even if they are your twin, never trust anyone with your inner self. It's okay to lose people. It's okay to have friends that fall off the path, that fall down to drugs and more. An enabler in showing your friend a better way, and you have to make sure that you can maintain what you love about your life and not lose it. Trying to save a friend. Because if you lose your other friends while trying to save this one, that's not a good thing. What I actually value in life is not what I spent my first 40 years working toward. If anything makes you very happy, excited, and doing that doesn't hurt other people, do that, at any age. If the practical choice feels like a huge sacrifice compared to your preferred choice, choose the latter. Again, as long as you're not hurting others. If you are a parent and want to explore the world at the expense of the children who did not ask to be born, you have to wait. Don't be a dick. Not to exhaust myself while looking after others. People are dumb. Everyone thinks they are right. Nothing ultimately matters. Those you love the most will hurt you the most. Despite all this, there is still more beauty than hideousness in the world if you simply look for it. Just go for it. Waiting for until you're ready is pointless. Be careful in life. The number of people who can be truly trusted may be counted on the fingers of one foot. A lot of the people you look up to will turn out not to have been worth the effort. Learn to be able to say no. Find something you love doing. Learn to play a musical instrument. It will be hard. That's the reason. Self-responsibility. I and I alone am responsible for everything that pertains to me. Ugh. It's been a tough lesson to learn. On the flip side of that though is I no longer feel any responsibility toward others. We all have our own path to walk. Try everything at least once. Don't sacrifice your mental health for anything anyone. It is so important to look after. Respect yourself enough to walk away from an unhealthy situation if as soon as you are able. People will always show you who they are. That it is natural for friends to grow apart. Parenthood and no joke. The sun comes up and the sun goes down, but someone has to hoe the potatoes. My mantras are: 1. It is what you make of it. 2. Slow progress is still progress. 3. Be the person you need in your life. 4. Every day is a new day. 5. The grass is always greener on the other side, but that is only if you stop watering your own. Tell the truth. Anytime I've told the truth, on a job site, in a relationship, in a trivial interaction with a cashier, things have always worked out better for me. I moved to a state where I have no family because I knew deep down I needed to explore more. I make more money than I ever have. I've met a girl that treats me better than I deserve, and I'm happy. And it's not even in a selfish manner. I've wanted to twist words so that my outcome came about, and I didn't, and looking back, it was the best thing for me and the person I was speaking to. Telling the truth doesn't always work out the way I wanted it to in the moment. I've broke trust. I've spent many nights crying myself to sleep, but things have worked out better for me and the people around me because I was honest when I didn't want to be. It's improved my relationship with my family, with God, and with myself, and I don't regret it for a moment. I'd rather sleep easy at night knowing I'm not deceiving myself than wonder if my life is set up on rocky ground. And it's been good. Don't rush to anger. Usually it's not about you. Life is way less stressful when you just tried to be kind. Just be. They are related to you. That doesn't mean they deserve to be called family. Mom makes better pork chops than a wife ever could. It's okay to be selfish because almost everyone else on this planet does not give a single fuck about you or what you do unless it directly affects them.